All right, so Kenny's asking, yeah, so is it possible to start the trailing when the RSI hits a certain value? Yeah, we can do that. We just have to add a trigger, right, to the trailing rules. So 25 on a short, okay. So yeah, I'll use the 65 and 35 there. All right, so let's go in and make some adjustments here. So, all right, so let's move to break even. When the RSI is at, let's see, so if it's a long trade, it'd be 65, and 35 if it's a short trade. Oops, 35, there we go. And of course, yeah, the trailing will start as well when the RSI hits 65 or 35, right? So the condition, right, the trigger mechanism is when that RSI indicator hits 65 or 35, or goes past 65 or goes below 35. So we need to adjust our triggers here. So instead of looking for ticks of movement, let's see, instead of using the interval, what we actually want is to use the indicator value, right? So that is where, we can load in the RSI, and right, so everything's already set up for us. Load in the RSI, and then for a long trade, right, the trailing trigger is going to be greater than or equal to 65. All right, and if it's in a short trade, then we're looking for that RSI to be less than or equal to 35, like so. Right, and that was it. We just had to adjust the triggers there and use the correct trigger, that then activates that trailing rule. So we're going to do the same thing here. So that was the trigger for the break even, and we're going to do the exact same thing for the actual trailing rule here. So let's use, where is it? Indicator value, right? Switch it over to indicator value, and then again, load in the RSI indicator there, call it good, and then go down here to the actual settings and set it. So for, again, a long trade, greater than or equal to 65, and for a short, less than or equal to 35. And that was it. That's all we had to do, is make that simple adjustment. Utilize the correct triggers. All right, so now let's go and test this out. Let's see, where are we? Wow. Okay, let me move the market up here a little bit, and let's turn that off. All right. So I need to get the RSI above 35. And this might take a while. And the simulated data feed is kind of slow to move. We'll let this bar close. Actually, turn on the auto trailing. So the RSI is above 40, so it's perfect. And I'm just going to let this one bar close, and then I'll pull the trend down. And we should be able to see a short trade and watch that trigger, or watch that trailing activate or trigger. Yeah. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, one more bar. We'll get an entry short. There we go. And so now we just need to watch that RSI cross below 35, and there we have it. Oh, I already did it in one bar. Okay, cool. So it hit break even. Actually, let's see here. The RSI is, yeah, it's below 35. Yeah, and it looks like, yeah, it's not trailing. Oh, probably because that distance is not 25. Yeah. So, yeah. So the market needs to go 25 ticks below the stop loss because, yeah, that stop loss has a 25 tick trailing. So let's see. These are 8 range bars. So we need four bars and a couple of ticks. I'm sorry, 6 bars. 3 bars. There we go. 3 bars and a couple of ticks. Yeah, so we got 4 bars now. There we go. Yeah, we can see that stop loss is now trailing. Yeah. So, all right. So there you go, Kenny. The key here was using the correct trigger within your trailing rules here. All right.